Okay, Mrs. Jenkins. As you know, I have been here for almost a week now, and so far in my investigation, nothing has really popped up except for this mysterious text message I got from somebody late last night saying that she'd been spotted on a nearby island not too far from here. Now, I appreciate you coming out this way to meet with me in person finally. Now, what I'm hoping to get from you on this meeting is you telling me exactly what you want me to do if I go to the island tomorrow and actually find her. Are you wanting me to bring her home? Or are you wanting me to tell her where to go? What is your ultimate goal here?
Well, seeing as she ran away, I would like it if you would let her know that I am here and that I would like to speak with her. But, and maybe you could bring her to speak with me and even return her to the island if that's what she wishes. But that
Okay.
she owes her mother at least a conversation face to face and a reason.
Okay, now I don't know if you want to give me this information or not, but you once told me that she had something to do with the mob. Naturally, once she'd been on the run. And that's why you came to me to begin with. So I would like to have some more information about that particular background if you don't mind sharing it. Didn't you say something about your family has always been linked to mafia type conspiracies and whatnot?
Oh yes, my um our grandfather had a marble and tile company that was basically a cover for for part of the mafia. And it was interesting, like I remember I visited the office once when I was a kid, and I only ever went once, but you could tell it didn't. They did do marble and tile work. They hired low income people to do it, and I don't know. They use how they use businesses to, you know, do that laundering stuff. But right now, I don't know that we have any of that in my family. If she's doing something like that, that's a disappointment, and I would like to talk, at least have a
Now
chance to talk to her.
you mentioned something about a boyfriend at one point in time. Um, is it what you're afraid of him being linked with the mob as well, or do you feel like she's doing this on her own? See, these are things that I'm going to need to know if I've got any chance of trying to persuade her to come back home at all, or to even listen to what I had to say. So that's the reason why I'm asking you these very intimate questions, in my opinion.
Hmm. I'm not sure about the boyfriend.
Well,
Um,
I'll tell you what I have found out about the boyfriend so far. He is 23, and we all know that she's in her early 30s, according to what you told me on the phone before. But I digress. He is 23. He has a scar around his right eye. He's about 220, black hair, blue eyes, very pale. I take it you've never met the boyfriend before. Is that correct?
no, I don't really know much about him, to be honest. It's kind of a strange thing. It's
Okay. Now
always been different.
you were telling me when we first met and before you hired me that you all really hadn't had that much communication in the past year or so, and you were afraid that she had gone off into the deep end. Well, like I said,
She
I
could
haven't been. A,
even be in some type of a cult.
you're afraid that she's in some kind of a cult.
It's possible.
Was she a wild?
She could be. pray to that.
Was she a wild child growing up?
Hmm, not really. No, no,
Okay,
just
so
quiet. Just quiet.
it's been my experience in the past. It's the quiet ones you got to worry about the most.
That is true. Very true. But I
Now,
guess, like I said, I don't know much about the boyfriend. I really don't care because I want her to make the decision that she wants to make. And I want her to know that she can always come home, that there's nothing she can do that won't make me open the door for her. So, she can do it. I would like for her to come and visit with me, but if she doesn't want to, at least let her know that she always has a home to come to. You know,
okay,
I think that's a good thing.
so it's safe to say that you don't want me to pressure her too much. Is it?
No,
Is that
I would just say, your mom's here. She's come this far. Be nice if you would just go sit and talk with her for 30 minutes to an hour and we'll take you back. You know, but because it's obvious she's come here, she's not really gonna go, oh yes, let's take me home now. I mean, unless she's just having a really bad time, but I mean, I think I would have heard from her by now. I don't know. Does cellular service work out this way?
I haven't had too much of a problem with that.
I don't know about, with that island. How far out is that island?
According to the information that I found out, it's going to be about a 3 hour boat ride. So yeah, I plan on
Oh,
going.
that's pretty far.
I plan on going out there tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to find, to be honest with you, but rest assured that I'm going to do everything I can do to find your daughter.
I appreciate it. I mean, I guess I seem pretty calm about it, but it's kind of one of those
Well, it
things
might
where
be
you
it
don't.
might be all those margaritas you've been having since we've been sitting down. So you know, in which
Well, I mean,
nobody
I
can
was
blame
just saying,
nobody can blame me for being a little tipsy today. I mean, this is a stressful time for you and your family, to say the least.
well, it's also, when you have a situation where someone has sort of always been a bit like giving you a lot of trouble, after a while, you just sort of become uh, a bit like,
Numb to the
okay,
situation.
yeah, yeah. You seem like you care a lot less than you do, because it's just if you get all worked up, it just makes it worse. So it's like, well, and it is what it is, because she's done this before. So this isn't our first rodeo. It's what I'm trying
So
to
she's
say.
run away before in the past.
Yes, at least 3 or 4 times.
Okay, since you said that,
Not always with this guy, and not always with a guy. Just so I'm saying there is no pattern to figure that out.
okay,
It's
now
just more. Maybe she just hates me. I don't know.
let me ask you
We
this:
don't really fight. What?
if she's done this before in the past, what made you reach out to a private investigator this time?
Oh, I've never looked into it before.
You never had any
I've
desire to look
never.
into it before?
Well, this time is also a little different because that guy is a bit freaky, to be honest. And I can't decide if it's political or cult, but there's something going on there.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're finally shedding some light onto the situation for me and giving me valuable information to help me with my search. Well, unless you have any personal instructions for me or any questions, we can part on our ways right now, and I can show you back to your hotel room, and I can go back to my hotel room and get some sleep and head out first thing in the morning. Do you happen to know when your flight's going to be back to the States?
Um,
Or were you even planning on going back to the States?
well, I was hoping to see if she would meet with me, so I would probably just go back to my hotel room. And honestly, this area doesn't look as inviting as I thought it would, to be honest. It looks a
Oh,
little bit shady, doesn't it?
well, honey, I'm operating on a very slim budget, but there's a hotel room right next to mine if you want to rent it out. This is not the best looking place for the money, but for the money, it is great. It is great for the money.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no. No, I was saying like I might only come out for the food.
Well, I want to thank you for your time and flying out to meet with me. I do appreciate it, Miss Jenkins.
Well, thank you. I hope I hope that you at least get to talk to her. And thank you for taking the trip. Be
I
careful of the orcas. Have you seen what they're doing?
No, I haven't seen New York yet. Well,
Oh,
I've been focused on the case at hand, not really doing a whole lot of sightseeing.
well, I mean, this isn't a sightseeing thing.
I
For
know what you're
some
talking
reason,
about. Yes, I know the orcas are all acting all kind of crazy, but I think you're pretty well safe here.
all right. Well, I'll be talking to you soon then. I'll be waiting for your call.
Alrighty.